Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. In this video, we want to talk about the bigger picture first. So we zoom out and take a look at the different wave counts. Then we talk about the shorter time frame, and the market is currently moving again towards our next target at $55, which we would like to see reached. If you watched the videos over the last few days and weeks, you know that we would like to see it reach the $55 level, maybe even 63. And then 79 would be the next one, which is also possible and even likely. So in all scenarios we presented you, another move up would eventually be expected to either 55, 63, or then eventually $79. But first of all, before we dive into the microstructures, we are taking a look at the bigger picture. So maybe even first, let's take a look at the weekly chart, and I'm going to open our long-term chart. That gives you also an idea of all-time high targets. I need to tidy this up a little bit because I think the subdivisions have to change a little bit, but this is one of the most bullish charts we have actually in our long-term chart list. I think we published that long-term chart a few months ago to our members, and we showed that to you in the videos as well. Shows you the long-term accumulation area, shows you the relevant breakout points, and it also shows you a guide path basically to all-time highs. The idea is that in this structure, Solana completed a larger degree wave 1 in 2021, and the wave 2 pullback into this support area never broke long-term support. Long-term support is actually at $1.87. So as long as we're holding that, as long as we're holding that $1.87 level, the focus can be on higher in a third wave, which is possibly already unfolding. There are two scenarios though. There's one scenario in which the wave 2 is still unfolding, and what we currently see is just a B wave rally. That could actually take us down to $5 and maybe even $2 afterwards. Seems ridiculous right now, but I can tell you it's not ridiculous because we know how quickly sentiment can change in crypto from one day to another. Is it what I expect? No, not necessarily, but we have to take it level by level with these altcoins. We move from milestone to milestone, okay? So it is too early to say, okay, we're now on track to all-time highs, but we are tracking relevant support levels, and as long as those support levels are holding, it will take us to all-time highs. So we take it level by level. I will always give you a bullish option, but we'll also tell you the level below which the bullish option is likely going to fail. That's basically golden knowledge for trading because it can allow you to position yourself considering the different scenarios and plan for the worst, while basically using the opportunities that are lying ahead of us. Okay, so that's, I think, how we should always do it in trading. It's not about predicting the future. It's not a prophecy. It simply tells you where the risk is lying. It gives you clear reward and risk parameters and the different scenarios and risks, and that allows you to do some scenario planning and considering your own trading plan, your own risk profile, cash flow, exposure, and so on. You can then position yourself adequately in the market, which means also that technical analysis isn't trading. Sometimes people ask me, should I buy or should I sell? I mean, that's just ridiculous because that really all depends on your personal situation. I can really only give you the parameters that allow you to measure your risk, and then everybody has to do what they're comfortable with. There is no right or wrong way to trade. It could even be the right decision for some people to buy Solana at $185 if we get a nice pullback at that time for the last wave up to all-time highs, okay? So that all depends on the personal situation and the way how to trade. All-time high targets at the moment that we have here on this chart between $444 and $713. That's a moving target. It might still move up higher. It might come down a little, but that's a sort of a, it gives you a roadmap, and it's a bit like a landmark that gives us an idea where we want to be heading, okay, in an all-time high situation. So that's the weekly chart, one of the most bullish charts in crypto, and one of the charts that has a good chance to move to all-time highs, either now or after another low. But remember, there are many charts that are not going to make it to new all-time highs. Many cryptos are going to die. They might only in the next bull run reach a lower high, and they will eventually die, most likely. Whereas I give Solana good let's say, high probabilities to get there, provided that relevant support levels are holding, of course. Okay, so let's go to the shorter time frame. Here we're obviously in this scenario in which we would still move higher. The yellow wave count here on the shorter time frame suggests that this is an A, B, C structure in which we are now in the C wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The idea is that in a third wave, this price can still extend higher before coming down in 4, and then we should get another wave up, or we are already in wave 4 and will then move up. So in both scenarios, we are at the moment still bullish because this structure doesn't appear to be finished. The key support level we're using at the moment is $28.40. Against that level, the focus is on higher. Below that level, we have to assume that something bearish is playing out here. After this ABC structure is complete, it could form a large B wave, as I showed you on the weekly chart, and we could go to new all-time lows. Not all-time lows, bear market lows. Now, that's not a prediction. I'm not telling you that will happen, but I'm telling you that at the moment, given the parameters this scenario is telling us, the chart is adhering to those parameters. That can change from one day to another. So I will obviously be watching for a bullish continuation scenario once this wave C is finished, because the trend is up. As long as the trend is up, we focus on higher. It just tells you that the risk has increased to break down. There is also a more bullish scenario, which is the white one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is even more bullish, but it doesn't adhere to it so well at the moment. The subdivisions aren't respected that well, but in the short term, it doesn't really make a big difference. In both scenarios, we would like to see Solana go higher, as you know. So let's go to the shorter time frame wave count. Yeah, here it seems again as if Solana wants to extend higher in the third wave. That's something we talked about yesterday already. The shorter time frame seems quite volatile at the moment. Okay, so Solana couldn't really decide yesterday, but the idea was that either we are already coming down in wave 4, and this was just a high B wave, or we're extending in the third. At the moment, it seems again as if we want to extend in the third, and this is not a high B wave, even though this is a possibility. But if Solana is still extending higher in the third, and I would have to adjust the microstructures here, but then it could reach the $55 level next. Seems reasonable at the moment because we had a break above this previous structural resistance level. $48 was one of the red line here, basically, was one of the key resistances to overcome, which it did now. It's an important level to overcome, and that at the moment seems to play out all within the third wave still, because whatever we did was not wave 4 yet. It was not strong enough and deep enough to be a reliable wave 4. So I assume we're currently moving up in the third to the next Fib level at $55. That's one of the ideal Fibonacci levels for a third wave in a diagonal, which is why I always highlighted that this is possible to extend further once more. And even the 1.38 extension level is a common one in a third wave. So we'll see if we get a reaction there. And at some point we should start that fourth wave, but it appears that it's not started yet. I will actually move up support now together with a third wave, because we always have to move the support for the fourth wave with the price. And this is now at $29.60. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in the membership, every Sunday we do a member live stream in which we cover an educational topic. Also, there are some member requests we can cover. You get access to Discord and Telegram. And also, as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. And the TradingView charts can be accessed as well. Also, please make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional insights and updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.